8 minutes is already way too long. Hi, how are you? Uh, let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I have no way to switch over the rain droplets. It looks like a still image. I don't like that. Hey, yes, you did make it, Ben. Thanks for coming. Good evening, everybody. I usually like to do these on Friday. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of. No, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear all the weird things that have been happening. But the new latest thing is that I lost my phone. I have no idea where it is. Well, I have some idea. It is in my at my parents' house or in the area where my parents live somewhere when I went to visit. But I no longer have it with me and I don't know when I will get it back. Hopefully tomorrow. So we have got a very short stream today. My little one had had a really full day, and I had to kind of convince her to go to sleep um, at a pretty early time, um, at least for a Sunday. Yep, yep, and I, I promise you, it's not bad because it's a children's um, it's a children's gummy, so it's not like I'm doping her up or anything. But I had to give her some melatonin because she usually does not love the whole process of going to bed. we have uh, we have such an energetic kid. She is amazing. No, I have just the one baby, and she is that much of a handful. She is incredible, and she is very creative too, which I I don't mind taking credit for that a little bit because Dad is also very creative, but he's creative more in the writing aspects of things, and he's brilliant. I love getting ideas from him, and I love to talk about him um, to people because he inspires me all the time. and the we don't really have a lot of time to kind of create things together. But today, instead of doing something really big like one of our joint projects or doing a comic page, which is giving me a little bit of trouble because I'm moving my old Photoshop files down to Clip Studio, and I'm still kind of working out how the comic layouts work. Uh, because of that, I still have to kind of clean up my sketches. But for now, we're going to do something else that's a little fun, just a little short thing. I started playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp again after abandoning it for about 2.5 years. Two and a half. And fortune cookies are like a little grab bag that they have. They have not a grab bag, but it's kind of like the whole like random item generator, like loot box thing. But it is little fortune cookies you open and you get an item. And one of the ones that came out just as I had stopped playing the game was Filbert's Rocket Cookie. And in Filbert's Rocket Cookie, there is a ridiculously adorable spacesuit. I love it. I absolutely love it. And unfortunately, my camping grounds have absolutely nothing to do with outer space. So I don't really have a reason to kind of wear this or make my campers wear it. But gosh, I thought it would be ridiculously cute to draw something. Um, Something like a spacesuit that is based off of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter stream than usual. I want to make sure that I have some time to go to sleep. Mondays are ridiculously busy, and this is the busiest time of year for my husband. So we're gonna work on a couple of styles. We're gonna go really, really quick the first time. So you're gonna get around the shape of the head and the helmet itself to fit in. And then we'll have the little body. Now, I don't know if I want to do that pose. I probably want to do something a little more fun. Now we'll start with a kind of neutral pose, because spacesuits, I don't know if you've ever seen just how ridiculously bulky they are. And it's like, it's not, I see a lot of Halloween costumes that are astronaut suits, and those things are just like flat little jumpsuits. But these things are ridiculous, like ridiculously thick, because they are the spacesuit underneath the exploration suit. They are functional. Functional indeed. All right, let's see. So we got that. Let's cut that out. I realized I started drawing on my draft layer. Oopsie. Wow. That's my little test. That's cute, but not cute enough. That's me trying to practice. My knees. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so we got chest. Chest is a little bit too big for what I usually do. We're gonna do really small first, and then we will do my general style. So like we'll start with the little Animal Crossing tiny limbs. So probably the knees will go around here. No, actually, I'm kind of incorporating both my styles. Let me try that again. Let me resize a little bit. I know what I'm doing. It's okay. I know exactly what I'm doing. And even if I don't Um, you will never know. We got that. We'll make sure that they are properly apart, right? Yeah, they are. Okay. Yay! I like this a lot. It's very charming. And I don't think there's another spacesuit in Pocket Camp. There is one spacesuit in New Horizons, and it's very nice. It is actually based off of an actual spacesuit, so it doesn't have like this like fantasy element. But I really don't mind because it is precious too, because you're just like a tiny baby person. Yes, I am ridiculously I am ridiculously biased with my stuff. I draw Sandy everything. I don't know what it is. I can tell so many stories, so many different reasons as to why I've gravitated towards Sandy growing up. But either way, look, I actually forget. Do they have? No, they have fingered gloves, and then the walk suits are fingerless. No, wait, Animal Crossing characters don't have. No, they don't have fingers. What am I doing? No, get out, get away. Well, actually, they do kind of have fingers, but they look stubby. In the art, they do. I don't care. This is my drawing. Who cares? I'm gonna add fingers. Got these emblems here. These are the respiratory chambers. I this is for Filbert, and I was surprised. I had been a little bit against the concept of the loot box cookies. I don't know what else to call them other fortune cookies. It's weird because the fortune. I really wish Pocket Camp would come up with other fortunes. I all we get is things like you will find a seat on the bus, or you will find your lost sock, or you will create an artwork that you are proud of. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know. That rarely ever happens. No, that's not true. Well, it's a little bit true. But you don't really open them for the fortunes. You open them for the items. And the items for this cookie, for the rocket cookie, are not very appealing to me, except for this spacesuit. Gosh, and this the problem is you can see this is three different pieces, and no, actually no, four, because it is the helmet. Yeah, it is the helmet, the top, the bottom, and the boots. So that's four different items that you want to get from the cookie. And it's a random chance that you will actually get what you want. So I'm a little iffy about these loot box items. However, should I draw Sandy or Filbert? I don't. Let's be fair. Let's draw Filbert in his own suit. As much as I love Sandy, we'll draw Filbert in his own suit because that is the polite thing to do. I'm gonna go for a mechanical pencil look. Oh yes, there will be gloves It's just that the gloves are very, very thick. If I'm remembering Filbert correctly, he has like these adorably derpy eyes. Yeah, that is the unfortunate nature of loot box gacha games. However, this was one of their very first cookies, and I know for sure that they've improved a lot. They've actually, like I said, I started playing the game again, and part of playing the game again is seeing all the latest cookies that they came up with. And one of the cookies they came up with, uh, the special suit that you can get from it, it's actually an entire full body piece. So they no longer like piecemeal their outfits. You can just get an entire outfit in one go. So they kind of like learned their lesson, I guess. Maybe less people were buying because it's too much just too much to spend. I mean, it's, gosh, I want to say 250 of their 250 tokens of theirs, leaf tickets, I'm sorry. 250 leaf tickets. And then that probably equates to about like $3, $3 to $4 that you spend on just trying to get in there. Yeah, it's the walking suit, the white ones. Those are the ones that are kind of like mittens. These come with the finger with the fingered gloves, and then the suit that you put on top of it. That's the one that looks like, those big uh, fingerless mittens. I was about to say oven mitts. Like that kind of is what they look like. You don't know what you're handling out there in outer space. Like, he's so excited. Look at him. It's going to space. Filbert is going to space. I was also a little upset that Static doesn't have a cookie yet, because I think it will be uh, kind of like Cherry has a cookie. Cherry is the dog with the punk rock look and the piercings, and she has a cookie um, that's based off of punk rock, like a punk rock concert. So you open the item and you can get like a stage, and you can get pyrotechnics, and you can get instruments, and it's like, I feel like that's the kind of cookie Sada would get. Either that or something that to do with like Gundam mix, or something inspired by it, because he's also like a big anime freak. At least that's how they portray him. Big anime nerd, or heavy metal rocker. It's like, I want more of those cookies, like those like really cool like hardcore things, because even though my camping site isn't like that, uh, I always change my cabin to whatever it is I feel like, and sometimes I just feel like, oh, I want to make a concert venue. No, there's an emblem here, right? Oh, space. Yeah, it's supposed to look like NASA, but it is Tom Nook's symbol. Tom Nook owns everything. Don't worry, he is not the villain of Agency. Though he does own a good share of stuff. He is not. I think I got the size almost down pat the first try. I'm really glad about that. Oh man, I do like having. I do really like having a writing pad where I can just see the display on the screen, but I also really miss having the buttons on the tablet because I had programmed a button to be the undo button, and I really dislike reaching over to to the keyboard and just constantly pressing Control Z to try and fix my messed up line. Yes, everything is owned by him, you know. Coffee shops, the museums, history books, voting machines, you know. Alright, this is where I have to get a little creative. Because the pixelation here is real heavy. Real heavy. So I probably have to take some inspiration from real life as well. I know that these are ridiculously layered. Yeah, this is like really thick layered soup. We'll have some creases, like right around here probably. Yeah, we'll have creases here. And yeah, we'll add a crease here too. Let's fix that. So how are you guys doing? What did you do today? Today was volunteer day for me. I volunteer at my church's preschool ministry, and we do puppet performances. I run media for them, and I also try to collect whatever it is that the other departments, media techs, like kind of share with us, and that way I can just get ideas and tweak things. Does he have a logo like on the side? I believe there is a logo on the side as well. I'm gonna imagine. Yeah, I did. I did it. And today we had a fairly standard service go through. However, there were a couple of times in which I had to take the mic and speak. I am playing a character that has no face. She's pretty much a narrator for a video game, and the video game is a racing game. Yes, they are mission patches. They are indeed. And there should be one here as well. Like, I don't believe that this here, whatever it is here, has to do with the respiratory tubes here. Yeah, it looks more like a star. That looks like a star right there. It probably is. And weirdly, the Tom Nook symbol looks like the Apple logo. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, like I was saying, I had to do I had to take the mic and kind of pretend to do the voice of a sports announcer. And I don't watch sports. I mean, that's not true. I haven't watched sports in forever. So I'm in the background going, um, welcome, racers! The race is about to begin. Level 3 is coming up. And I just throw out the plot points every once in a while. I am more or less Deus Ex Machina of the performance. Should we run out of ideas for some reason, and I was doing the oh my goodness, the media for it. I can't find my words. Yeah, it's a leaf with a little bug bite out of it. That's your Nook's Cranny symbol right there. Supposed to be somewhat like that, but that specifically kind of looks like, unless that's a ginkgo leaf. I have seen, oh, that would be messed up, because the ginkgo leaf symbol is Crazy Red's symbol. He's like the arch enemy of Nook. That would be horrible. Like, that wouldn't make sense either, because, you know, you got Nook's symbol here, and then you got the ginkgo leaf there. Like, that doesn't make sense. They probably just messed up how it looks by accident. So I am going to trust that it is Tom Nook's leaf once again. It definitely wouldn't be an acorn. That's definitely Sandy's thing. And we got Filbert here. I'm like very excited. I'm going to space. And I don't think this one. No, this one does not come with tanks, because it was sent over as a shirt. But I know for sure that these are supposed to come with like an external tank. I'm gonna put a little bit of that. I try to be a pro. I look forward to sharing a little bit more. I'm planning on making a video just showcasing all that I have been able to do for the volunteers, for the volunteer performances. And the name of the video game that we made up, it's Cartwheelies. And I had to do an intro screen, and I made a really ugly one with Windows Movie Maker. No, not iMovie. I'm not using Windows as much as I would love to use Windows again. A lot of the stuff that I had is connected to the cloud, to the iCloud. So I don't want to give up my Apple as of yet. At least not for a little bit. So this is where it ends right here. Got here. And this is where the tubing gets connected. Because I know for sure that I have, give me just a moment. I also have, I also saved a picture of what the suit looks like in New Horizons. So give me just a moment. I need to look it up. So in my stock folder, I have character stock, spacesuit reference. Do I? I mean, hold on. Yeah, look, here it is. Right here. So that's the one. And that one, you can see where the tubes are on the suit. Is you can tell that's where it goes right underneath. And I love that. And I saved all of those spacesuits because eventually I do want to make up my own suit based off of multiple sources. This is the really fun part about all this is it's just making this stuff up on the fly. Now, if anybody happens to know, I would love to know, like, why in the world the these suits look like they're full of pockets. But I very much think that those are not supposed to be opened. Because look, we got. Well, actually, maybe they're not pockets. They may look like them. Because I mean, look at that. That looks like pockets, but it's probably just padding. It's like little squares of padding, little rectangles of padding. Oh, that's very nice. So you do video and sound for the Latino service. Do you usually do that, Ben? Or was this just a one-day thing? Either way, it's good to meet another fellow sound manager. Oh, oops. Oh. Is that a is that a spoiler? No. It's not a spoiler. Technically, Sandy's suit is a spacesuit, even though she is underwater in SpongeBob. It is modeled after a spacesuit, and I want to make a spacesuit in agency style should I go with my plan where she eventually has to go underwater if she has to retrieve the Blue Marine in an emergency for some reason. What if there's an emergency? Ooh, who knows? Ooh. Yeah. Mysteries abound. The worst. It's very patchwork, I feel. I don't mind, though. Because he's a happy boy. Look how happy he is. But I wonder what it looks like underneath. It's probably like our suits, where it's like... Yeah, it's probably like our suits, which are something like they have the protective gear for the ears, so his ears are somewhere around here. Well, that's really good. I personally love doing sound work. It's very nice. My personal hope someday is that we get so many volunteers and our ministry grows so big that they'll actually give us our own room. we're kind of holed up in the private school part of the church, and we are situated in a random classroom. So imagine almost like there's this like very beautifully built stage right up against one side, the side of one classroom, and then I am sitting in a walk-in closet behind there on a computer just trying to guess how it sounds up front because I hear everything a little bit muffled back there, and they don't really have the budget to kind of expand this yet. But I'm hoping I help grow the ministry big enough that they feel like it's worth doing it. I think it's like a buckle that ties underneath here. Yeah, I like that. So that would be under the suit. I could do that for Sandy's too. I like that. That's cool. All right. Just doing guesswork over here. I like these boots. And I think it looks a little weird, but I'm pretty sure that emblem is the emblem is the outline. So it would be like that. And it has like a little Saturn ring around it. Well, I'm sure plenty of other planets that are not Saturn have a ring, but you know me. I go by what I know. And I know Saturn has rings. Mm-hmm. I do like streaming. I feel like I'm a very distracted person, and the nice thing about streaming, other than the negative, is feeling the pressure of knowing that somebody's metaphorically looking over my shoulder at what I'm doing, and I feel the pressure to perform. But in reality, it's also nice to talk to somebody. I feel like I can better focus if I'm doing an auditory or verbal task while I'm doing a task with my hands. And it's sort of why I like to, for example, call my mom on the phone. Call my mom on the phone when I'm doing the dishes, or talk to my husband when we're folding laundry, listen to a podcast when I'm organizing stuff. It's kind of like that verbal or auditory stimuli as well as me doing something with my hands. So streaming is not just for the sake of like, hey, look at me, look what I can do. It actually benefits me. It's very nice, and I've liked doing it so far. God, it's weird. Look at him. My proportions. I went half tiny proportions and half my style. I don't know how I feel about that. Let me take off the sketch. Hold on. Let me take off the sketch. Whoop. That's not, yeah, exactly. Autopilot. It feels more natural, whatever it is that I'm gonna do. I feel like if I'm not, I'm not talking, or if I'm not listening to somebody or something, I feel like I'm thinking about what I'm doing way too much, and I second guess myself, and everything takes a little bit longer. Some of my most productive days are me binging a podcast. I find a podcast and I binge it up until I am out of episodes to listen to. Ooh, I like it. Oh, I like this suit. Gosh, I really wish there was... Why can't this stuff be in New Horizons? I would play that game so much more if it had more creative things like this. Something fun about Animal Crossing is that everybody feels like they're the same at first, but these little things like the grab bags. Um, oh, thank you, Ben. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. But I'm very aware that the the criticalness I'm going through, it's really just me. It's me being me. I am my own worst critic, and I am very very well aware of that. But yes, the like I was saying with Animal Crossing, everybody is kind of built to be like 1 out of 8 personality types. So items like these, like even though it is a loot box system, it still kind of adds backstory or personality or a little bit more of an extra quirk to these characters. And there's hundreds and hundreds of villagers, and these items kind of give you the opportunity uh, to kind of see them as fleshed out characters. And I can picture Filbert being more than just uh, a goofball like all the other goofballs. You know, he's a kid who is either working towards becoming an astronaut or dreaming to one day be out in space and working towards that. Now, the way I see these in real life, I know that these gloves are supposed to be darker. That's the eraser. I'm gonna make another layer here. I'll make sure it's right underneath. Yep. And I don't know why I faded this out. I don't need to fade it out. This layer, it's not really distracting. It's all the way on the other side of the canvas. Yeah, this will be okay. I'm gonna lock this just so that I don't accidentally paint on it. Nope, nope. So I don't accidentally paint on this layer. I am going to lock it. Don't touch. This is the don't touch layer, and this will be the color layer. In fact, I'm gonna name it color. There. I think I did drop that. The you missed about 2 weeks ago, Ben. The live stream that I did. I was testing out all of these things in Clip Studio because this is a relatively new thing for me. And I was testing all these brushes that I'd never tested before. And actually, maybe I should do... Yeah, we'll go solid. Let's go solid. Let's see what we can do about that. All right. So I'm gonna... So let's break our promise and unlock this layer. Put this all together. And I love to cheat. I love to cheat. Where is the minus? Here it is. Close that up. Close this up. Yeah, I see everything that I should not be doing. Hold on. Boop. And now, I am going to fill it. Fill. Okay. Try again. We're going to shrink selected area just slightly. And we're going to try that again. And that is a lot better. There we go. That is much better. No, I don't want to delete. Why did I do that? No. There. That's what I want to do. Look at him. He's so happy. I know he's light blue. He light blue. Oh, man. No wonder they did this for him. Light blue and orange. That looks great, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, well, I don't remember his stripe is not white. I think the outline of his stripe is white. But I drew his outline very little. Okay, so what brush am I using? Yeah, I'm relatively new to Clip Studio, so I'm trying all these different types of brushes. And I even ventured into the marketplace, and I downloaded this amazing thing, like this brush that makes like tubes. I'm like, oh, I love it. Oh, I'll never have to draw tubes by hand again and like doing like and delete and delete and delete. Hello. Hey, bud. Hey, what are you doing? I am glad you're here, Michael, but aren't you working? Ooh, I'm gonna tell your boss. No, I know. I know that by now you should be out. Now, this is a darker blue. Very nice. Oh, I love him. Little chubby cheek baby. Don't have him in my town, but he is very well known, and I think my little one is actually learning his name too. Ooh, what are you doing texting at a red light? This is Florida. You can't do that. Sorry, I won't start. I won't scold you again. I'm sorry. You know what you're doing. I love you very much. Yes, that tube brush is going to be such a lifesaver because I can use it for tubes and I can use it for wiring and just whatever else I have to do. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Like, I can't believe this exists. It makes me so happy. All right. He's looking pretty good. Oh. I didn't... Well, that should be a really obvious thing, the fact that this is glass, so I should be treating it as such. Now, what type of density would this be? Probably not very high. Oh, yes, please. Please, just a tender meal. I appreciate it, honey. Thank you. I heard California is super strict about a lot of things. I would be scared to live there. I don't know. I want a little bit of leeway. Not that I want all the leeway, but just enough to not be scared that I'm doing something wrong every day. Ben, I look forward to meeting you one day. That has to become a thing. We would love to invite you out. We'd probably take you somewhere better than Zaxby's though. At least if it's up to me. It's pretty cool. I like to eye drop. I don't mind eye dropping. I don't think it's cheating. Because eventually you're just gonna start making up your own colors as you go. You eye drop first and you kind of get an idea of where everything is supposed to go together. Oh, God. Well, that is absolutely fair. I appreciate you saying that, though, because I'm thinking like I'm thinking you're in the middle of University Boulevard or something. All right, let's test a new brush out, something I haven't tried before. What? Hold on. I should probably lock the layer first so it doesn't get everywhere. That's interesting. Okay. God. Yeah, that back tank is definitely gonna be white, just like the helmet as well. And I want the stripe to be like a little bit of a brighter orange. That's pretty fun. I like that. You know, the funny thing about that is that I actually did meet somebody that has supported me through Patreon for a very long time, and she's a fan of my work, and she yeah, she became a little starstruck, and we're I mean, Michael was perfectly fine because he is, you know, he is him. He is wonderful as he is, and he can carry a conversation wonderfully. But I am like, she's in the middle of kind of getting hero shy, and I'm in the middle of having like imposter syndrome because I don't feel like I deserve to for somebody to be hero shy over me. So I'm glad Michael was there because he was kind of able to, you know, help us both get over it, and we just started talking like old friends. It was very nice. So I think, Ben, it will start off a little weird, and then eventually it's like, hey, like Michael is here, everything is fine. Michael fixes everything. Well, let's not give him that kind of pressure because then it's gonna go to his head. Yeah, that's a very far off trip. I understand completely. Okay, what is this brush? This is light running ink. Okay, what else is new with this program that I am going to be starting off with? Oh yeah, he's a natural. Very charismatic. I mean, you kind of have to be when you work in HR. I tried. It was not my thing at all. Oh, I downloaded these brushes that were labeled under Ghibli. And they're really meant to do for like background work, but I wanted to try them out because I want to start pre-making my backgrounds for the future. Look how like these are supposed to be for like nice, like really quick like strokes. In fact, if anything, I'll probably just like eyedrop a lighter color, a lighter shade of orange, and just kind of, yeah, kind of disperse that a little bit. Just, they are really, really nice brushes. Probably make this smaller though. What size is this? This is 126. Gosh, I don't need it to be that big. Let's go for a little bit of a darker one. Grab a stray pixel in between lines. Gives it a really nice comfy depth. I love that feeling. I love that feeling of just painting. Just, it feels so freeing. Yeah. The little Bob Ross in me that just sighs in contentment. Yes, Michael is very good with dealing with humans. To me, that is the hardest part of HR, is just the fact that you have to deal with humans. Oh, why did I do that? Well, there's nothing there. Alright, well, you are catching the stream in its infancy. I eventually do want to do more to it. I want to be able to kind of be able to change perspectives every once in a while. Maybe do a webcam run. Personally, I'm looking a little scruffy today. I mean, I don't look terrible. I mean, let me turn on the. Let me see how scruffy I look. I'm a little bit scruffy, but the lighting is also a little weird. But I find the camera a little distracting. I'm still not used to that. I'll probably have the camera on for when I'm doing Q&A, because I want to feel like I'm having a more one-to-one. Flat marker. Oh, that fades in. That's nice. In fact, let me unlock, do this thing here, and then relock. Boop. Oh, what did I do? Ah, no. Try again. Hold on. At least I learned where the deselect tool, I used to call it unselect, deselect tool is. Very easy to find now. There's like this little, oh, I love this. Oh, Photoshop should do this. I don't, well, it probably does, but it's something that you probably have to set up on your own instead of it being automatic. I love that it's automatic, because it kind of forces you to learn how to use it immediately. There you go. God. We're gonna go to a darker blue. Maybe fade it into black a little bit. Whoop. Just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to go way too hard on that. And we're gonna we'll do the white. Yeah, we'll do the white before we move on to the dark blue. Nah, well, that needs a different brush. Or I'm on the India ink. Why am I doing that? I need like dense watercolor. That's my style right there. Oh, I love that. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, that's really pretty. Oh, last stream was a mess, because most of it was just me like, oh, what does this brush do? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna use this for a painting. You know, me geeking out about my own software. Real mature. I'm sure everybody was very glad to see that. All right, so there's a little bit of, it's silver. Okay, so it's kind of like silver. Kind of distribute that a little bit here, a little bit there. Maybe some here. And we'll use it for the shadowing. I like this. Ah, yes. Yeah, this is a blend brush. How about the smooth watercolor? How does that? Oh, yes, that's a lot better. That is a lot better. Okay, so we've got the yellow for the star. I made that star horribly, gosh. It looks more like starburst, not a star. Oh yeah, this is my new toy. I will not I cannot stop geeking out about certain things about it, and these are things that I went out of my way to get. I spent probably about, because I love looking at ArtStation because it is artists creating things for artists, and I wanted to I wanted to find a brush by an artist rather than um, something that Adobe made, and I don't know if it's like made by an intern or whatever in the world. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I don't mind. As long as anybody else doesn't mind, I don't mind. And I found these Ghibli brushes, and I also have uh, ones to make D&D maps. And I really want to do this eventually with Michael because I have I have some magical stuff. I have some stuff that I cannot wait to share with him, like things like, hey, like, you want to go out into like the desert, like, look, we'll pick this color and I'll make this like natural looking crackle, or we can do like these cracks on the ground, like this is stuff that's like a pre-made brush that already makes the crackle, or I can make the sand, like the sand dunes, and like little puddles of water, and I didn't mind paying for this at all. I am, and you can find like footprints in the sand or the snow. I love playing with this stuff. It's so wonderful. It it just fills my heart with joy just seeing all this stuff. I'm like, I can make anything. I can make, yeah, a blue tree here. Let's have a blue, beautiful tree because we're in outer space and we have blue trees everywhere. Blue. I love this. I am very thankful. I wouldn't have been able to get this stuff if it wasn't for Patreon. Patreon has been an incredible blessing, and I'm thankful for every person who has been able to give, and even for those who haven't been able. That's no skin off of anybody's nose in this household at all. He looking good. He looking pretty good. Let's fix those boots. Those boots should not be orange. I don't mind the orange glow here though. Not the. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Um. Hey. Experimental filbert. Let's move you over. Just a moment. Let's move you over here. It's like be over here. We'll use you for later. Oh, Filbert. I miss you. But I do love my villagers. I don't mind. I don't mind that I had to say goodbye to you. Alright, let's do something for fun. Okay, let's just play with stuff. Wonder if I can just... They have a lot of stuff in Clip Studio. They support... I know they support a lot of manga art because they have, like, things like the really quick effects like sparkles and oh, look, now I can make Sandy squirt really fast. Just like that. That's it. Look, you it's like ta-da, you have a skirt. Ta-da. All right, let's do this. Let's find something nice and fun. So what would gauze cloud look like? So how heavy is this? It's not that heavy. I can probably do. So let's do a little bit of opaque watercolor and just fill in the background a little bit. Let's go dark first. We'll go dark. And then we'll take a dark blue. Actually, no, let's do like a light purple. See how that looks. Yep. I have like that nebulous mix. And then, whoa, that's a little too strong. Okay. Yeah, a little too strong still. Oh, I am so thankful for New Horizons. As frustrating as it has been to wait for good updates to come, it's just that night sky. That night sky has been incredibly inspiring. Hello! He returns. Hey! Don't be scared. So gauze itself, that's a little too rough. Oh, a happy boy. Now I'm gonna have to do them one at a time, or am I gonna be able to cheat with some? Oh, well, it's SoundCloud. What will that look like? No, let's do it with black. Okay, that's not, yeah. Very nice. Masses of rock. Wait. Oh, no, no, no. I made an outline instead. That's pretty fascinating. Okay. So the background here is, okay. That's fun. What? Oh well. It's comfortable. All right. I'm smelling the I'm smelling the fries, and I'm actually getting a little bit hungry. So this short stream, which was supposed to end in 15 minutes from now, yeah, you know what? Gosh. Yeah, we'll wrap it up at 10:30. I don't mind at all. I actually am surprised with how nice it looks, despite the fact that I've only been working on it for that little time. I can't imagine how many more shortcuts I'm going to be able to... Wow, okay, no rocks down there. No rocks down there. Alright, let's... Okay. we'll do, all right, that's a little bit too big. There we go. That's a little better. Just put a, it's a short stream. No, no, no. I actually am going a little bit longer than what I thought. I was gonna go from 9 to 10, but I started like 10 minutes late. So I thought like, oh, just go to 10:30. Go to 10:30, and I think that's fine. No, I'm actually really thankful. I really thought that if I went to 10:30, whatever I was gonna make wasn't gonna be finished. But I am pleasantly surprised at the fact that I am, yeah, almost done. It really feels like I am. And it's very simple. Like, I didn't even clean up the line art. Look at that mess. Big old messy mess. But his face is perfect, so I don't mind the messy mess. It's okay. He is in outer space, and that's what matters. He is experiencing his dreams. What's this here? No, that's a streaking brush. That is different. Chaos blend. Whoa, that's too much chaos. That's like, ugh. Darkness. You're suddenly in a Doctor Who episode. No! But I wasn't looking at the I wasn't looking at the airbrush section. Look, just a little bit here and there. Little constellations, made up constellations, because that's how it works. That's how it was in Wild World. You just made up constellations. You just make up whatever you want out there. Alright, handsome boy, what you got? Alright. Probably do one more layer, probably just to just cover you up right there. Can't see now, huh? Wait, let me try that again. Huh? And just fade that in there. It's a little bit too intense. Hold on. Let's lower the intensity a little bit. Just enough, not too much. Oh, I remember what I forgot. That's a quote for the ages there. Remembering what you forgot. Got a layer for every occasion. My usual routine is to do a flat color layer, and I know a lot of artists would think that's absolutely crazy, but I like to blend everything together because I like the feel of just painting something. I just like to have everything together to kind of like blend if I ever really want to. So I have a color layer, I have the line art layer, I have a background layer, and I have an effects layer. And this is probably going to be my effects layer. Just this helm, just putting whatever extra on top that I do not mind if it gets on top of the line work. Yeah, I don't mind if that gets over the line work at all. Unless you see me pressing Control Z. That's how you know that I'm let me try again. Okay. Alright. Have I selected the correct one? Okay, let's go back to color. And I do like to shade in the color layer unless we're doing something really complicated. This is fairly simple. It is just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors at the most. I don't have, I really don't fear having to backtrack a little bit if I have to. So I do not mind shading within at all. If anything, it just makes it more fun that way. Everybody's like, oh, but this is why everything takes forever, because you're just having fun. You're not getting things done, you're just having fun. Well, yeah, that's why I'm happy. Because I am having fun. So here we have our beautiful boy. Our beautiful boy Filbert. And you better believe that this suit is gonna have, it's gonna be an inspiration. Sorry. Do you hear the ice? This mic picks up everything. In fact, I bet it picked up your whispering from earlier. I'm sure you hope that it doesn't. Yeah, that was Michael. And that is fine. You don't mind, right, Ben? That's okay. Well, that is definitely going in the gallery. Oh, that's... Oh. I do like this suit a lot. I don't like to wear it. And it makes me sad that I can't put that helmet on villagers. I understand why. You kind of have to... You got to make sure that you retain the character's head size. And those... Gosh, those animals have gigantic heads. Gigantic heads. So that helmet would look atrocious on them. This is going straight to DA. That's going straight to DA. That's going to Twitter. That's going everywhere. If I ever draw anything here, before I go to sleep, I will release it. If it is, finished, which I don't mind leaving it a little bit sketchy. I don't mind the sketchiness of it. Oh, okay, maybe I do mind a little bit. Hold on. Excuse me. I could clean this up a little bit. See, if I think about it too much, I go back. That's why everything takes forever, because if I stare at it for too long, it's like, oh, I like it. Wait a minute, I don't like it anymore. I don't. I ruined it. All right. I'll be good to myself, and I will stop. But I'm so glad you were able to come and watch and talk to me for a little bit, because that helped me get this fast. Maybe I should have Michael talk to me so I can get comic pages done faster. But he is a very, very busy man, and I understand. And he should not feel bad about that at all, because I am incredibly thankful for it. I like that blue. That is a nice blue. Real good. I'll put it over here too. Thought about adding it here, like maybe some little that special outline. Now that's just adding my flavor because that's definitely not part of the normal soup. But I like it. All right. There you go, bud. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I think that's pretty good. I really wanted to draw it in lots of different styles, not just this like tiny, like this adorable little one. Eventually, I do want to go for more of my style, a little bit like extra detail, more of my usual proportions. But for today, that's a really nice one. Sorry to be a little bit abrupt, but I am hungry. So let's wrap this up for today. Once again, I am super duper thankful for anybody who popped in, for Ben and Michael for keeping me talking, and just like doing that whole like draw and talk thing helped me a whole bunch. If you're on Discord at any point, definitely give me a buzz. It would be awesome to chat every once in a while. I just like to stay engaged. It helps me move forward. I love it. Well, thank you for coming. I wouldn't be able to stream, you know, if it wasn't for all the support I've gotten. I was able to get mic set up. I was able to get speakers. I was able to get my tablet. I was able to get my chair. I was able to get my desk. Everything that I'm working on, I was able to get because of everybody's support. Everybody's like combined support. Even those who just like watch, who listen, who look out for anything new that I make. Just that helps me push forward to, improve myself or improve my situation in some way. So yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thanks for coming, Ben. I hope you can catch the next one. I'll try again in about 2 weeks from now. Actual Friday, if you can make it. And if not, you can just watch the playback, or maybe we'll just move it to Sunday again. We will see. Thanks once again. You guys have a good one.